Welcome to a Fortnite solos match analysis. This match was played on January 21st, 2018 by myself, Snow FEV. I cut out the farming portion. I had a pretty boring loot phase. At 150 HP, got a boogie bomb, a sniper, an AR, a shotgun, and 10 mini shields, and a launch pad. Almost 400 wood, looking really good going into this, I believe, first place circle. Getting involved in a fight that I shouldn't be involved in. If I want to get myself involved, maybe getting a little bit closer. Though, if I could land that clutch shot, okay, not the worst thing in the world. Aware that my position's given away by this. Run into a player here, want to get the high ground. Ramp up. Get a sneak attack shotgun hit, quick follow-up. She turned her character around. She had herself set up to wall. Maybe was in the process when I landed that second hit. Caught the player pretty off guard there. The player had the potential to hear me on the ramp and ramp up themselves in response. Going from loot spot to loot spot. Continuing to try to loot into this first place circle. Pass up an opportunity for double pump there. I think boogie bomb's a little better than running 2 pump shotguns if I have to give up, or if that's the only thing that, if I have a full inventory, I'm trying to say. A boogie bomb, I think, is superior to a pump shotgun. You can do more with it. You can combo with more things. Taking the high ground here, I know that my plan is to cross the river. Yeah, I think my intention is to try to just scope the scene. I might be spending quality time, though, right now that I could be looting. I could have a... I'm kind of floating around. I'm being a little floaty here, where I could be checking more places for loot on the way across into this play circle. I'm by no means, like... I by no means have bad loot. My loot is actually pretty darn solid. It could always be better, though. I could find another shield potion. You get it. There's all the reason to, in the meantime, I could run into more players, get into more battles. That's always good. Players have loot, you know. Almost fall into that valley there. That's hilarious. That's like a foot away. Keeping mindful of tilted towers. That's why I wasn't in the river there. I'm now on the western side of the map, or the western side of the river, I should say. Here's some people fighting in tilted towers. Just taking a peek at what's going on. Subjecting myself to a lot of threat though, or opening myself up to like a lot of angles by even checking that. It's okay though. I'm not trying to act like I should be like a complete sissy and not try to move into other players. At the same time, I think there's a balance. I'm pushing it. I personally feel like there's been 2 or 3 times where I have overextended myself into a battle that's going on that isn't really in my way at all. Some players just, they'll follow any sound. That's what I've done for the most part, is I just follow like any sound I hear and try to get involved. Lately I've been trying to be a little more selective though with when I take battles versus not, because I want the combat experience. I do every time. That's why I'm being nosy here. Like I'm coming back and I'm seeing what's up. Maybe trying to build up on this hill here, get a battle. I could actually get height advantage over even the highest building in town. No one seems to be home though anymore. They're probably on the ground or not there. Get that shield that I was talking about. Ooh, player catches me off guard here. Silence pistol. Same as the first battle, trying to ramp up, trying to get height advantage. Doing that same little over the ramp shotgun shenanigan. Get 2 pumps in. She respawns with AR, and I patiently wait out that gunfire, dodging, and get a 3rd pump hit in. After my 2 pumps, I think it would have been better for me to, when she returned gunfire, it would have been better to wall and to ramp up behind it and kind of do that usual, like, going up a unit type of deal. Again, a sniper shot from somewhere. Tilted towers, I guess. Not going to mess with that. Definitely not at this point. My wood's looking pretty good. I don't have any brick or metal, though. That would have been something to consider. See a guy on this ramp. White damage. Yeah. I don't think the guy had any shield on. 100 HP. It was unfortunate for him. He was in a... He could have had that whole area surveyed and turned his back for a second right as I popped over that hill. It could have been bad timing. It was in his control to pop a wall up after that initial sniper hit, though. He had height advantage. If he built a wall and forted up on top of that, I would have probably avoided the battle completely. Or I'd have to storm up into his fort, though, which I'm doing less and less over time because I've gotten burned far too many times ramping and charging someone's fort, and I've killed far too many people in my fort trying to charge me to... I think the guy in the fort has the advantage, actually. Don't hear anyone in Pleasant Park. Hear some gunfire down south. And get a snipe on that guy. It's a little bit, needed to lead him a little more. I think it was a good call to take the high ground here. I have a great perspective over all of these players. It was a natural segue from killing that guy on the ramp. It was a good natural place to fort up, and it's good that it's one of the tallest peaks in the play circle right now. Always want, especially late game, I'm always wanting to get that. Always wanted to get height. Well, I mean, throughout the whole game, I'm trying to get height advantage. Terrain-wise, though, getting up on mountains and getting up on the highest point is, as you're going to see, really pays off. Another guy without a shield, all white damage. Caught that guy off guard big time. He should have seen my fort over here. I'm like pretty high profile. The fort, I should say, is very high profile. Ooh, take some nasty fall damage here. That wasn't fun. I meant to put a ground tile down. Or thought I would slide. One of the two. Baiting out shots from Pleasant Park, this might not be the smartest move right now. If there's a guy here, I suspect there's not, though. It gives me pretty good cover from from whatever side Pleasant Park is on. Though, and now I'm pretty darn certain there's not anyone to the east of me. Or, I'm sorry, to the north. So everyone's south, there's no one north. I'm going to try to take the high ground here. We don't know if there's someone up here. Definitely be a player up here. It's the highest ground. Yep. Ready for it pretty quick, respond to it quickly. Was confident after the first second or two where I got a shotgun hit or two in. I figured I was going to come out ahead and kept shooting him. Alternatively, definitely could have walled, ramped, kind of as that default response. That or could have done that in response. Guy in the fort to the south, guy in a fort to the south, guy in a fort to the southwest, guy on the ground who that guy in the fort is shooting at, and a missing person. Myself and a missing person, I should say. And I by far have the highest ground here. Because of that, he's more open to that snipe. He was paying attention to someone else. There's this, they've been battling that in that courtyard by that gas station, like on that grass there, like pretty much for the past like 5-10 minutes. I don't know how many players have been involved over there, but it's like a real hot spot. This guy's building up quite a bit. Catches me off guard. I was like, ooh, needed to be mindful of that guy. Person running across to attack this guy to the south. That's really good. 4 players left. Still haven't seen the final player. Someone's missing, like... Luckily, I can stay on this hill for the next white play circle. I get lucky in that regard. I can kind of hang out up here for a little bit longer. A lot longer, actually. Let them kind of duke it out. 3 people battling down there. The last guy is right at the edge of the storm there. Ends up dying to the storm. Almost snipe that lady on the lawn there, who is shotgunning someone in their fort. Don't really know what to do here. I should be... I think that if I would launch pad down right now into the white play circle and fort up, that would probably be the best move, in my opinion. It'd certainly be the safest move. Well, it's pretty safe to stay up here, I guess. Like, it's probably the most productive move, I should say. It's also safe. Staying up here is safe. Charging them would be the most unsafe option right here. I'm coming down the hill now, though. The battle has concluded. There was a victor over there, and I am going to just get it over with. I could be forting up. I could go up in that higher fort and shoot down. That'd be a really good position to be on, but I'd be further out of the white play circle. Drilling down. No, he's on the bottom floor right now. Walls fall down. 1 shotgun shot left. And get a clutch headshot in, like 1 hit away. I needed to reload my shotgun. He gave me an opportunity when he placed that floor down to reload my shotgun. Very, very close at the end. Kind of cool that I was able to storm that guy. Definitely an aggressive move, though. Would have been a lot safer to fort up. All in all, sniping that guy on that hill, realizing that the territory was more open because of him dying. Ramping up onto that hill next to Pleasant Park, clearing it out, forting up, getting a little fortunate with a few of those play circles was key to my victory there. Having that high ground, I wasn't really under any pressure. Everyone else was duking it out constantly, while I was in a very convenient spot where I could choose when to fight and when not to fight, which I had that privilege because I had the high ground, like way high ground there, and I attribute it all to that. I hope you guys enjoyed.